Hello my darlings, it's Dean, and we are back with another video. I am continuing with my Texas thrifting adventures. This video is in partnership with Thrift Giant, my favorite store in Dallas. You guys already know the deal. This time I went to Thrift Giant Denton. This has been the first time that I've ever been to Denton, or the Denton location. And you know, I've had so many of you say, have you been to Denton? Have you been to Denton? Have you been to Denton? Well, I finally made that 30-minute trek north. It absolutely was a trek, because you guys know that last weekend it was raining. It wasn't even cats and dogs. It was like lions, tigers, and bears. But I braved the thunderstorms and headed up north, and I was very surprised. I was actually kind of shocked. So let's get into the shop with me, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I actually did purchase. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, we're at Thrift Giant Denton. Let's dive in. Alright, let's dive. Oh, right off the bat, Joe's jeans. Let's see how much they are. $5.99. We have a Capri's. Wait, did somebody hem these, or did they come like this? Yeah, can't be bothered. Alright, so Levi's, $5.99. Hudson. Oh, and it's skinny too. Let's see. I don't even know what the sales are, but I will get that. Let's see. Tom Taylor. I have no idea who that is. Gap, $3.99. I think it's 25 off. I think it's 25 off. Yellow. I'll check. Oh my gosh, that daggone Gloria Vanderbilt. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it above. But oh my gosh, seriously. True Religion, $4.99. I don't know how to tell real True Religion from fake True Religion, so I'm just gonna stay away. White House Black Market. Gap. Seven Legacy Petite. What is this? Divided? Or Denton? H&M brand. Judy Blue. I don't know who that is, but these feel really good. Check that out. Judy Blue. Oh, Joe's. $4.99. These are the Honey Fit. Angry Rabbit. I don't know who that is or what that is. Vince. $8.99. Okay now. Now with the light color jeans, you have to be really careful. Because you're getting to good light and realize there's a big yellow stain. Okay. Put that in the cart. This is Ernest Sewn. I haven't done really well with that brand, but some people do. Some more Joe's jeans. $3.99. What's the fit? Oh, look at that. Diesel. Some more Joe's. Actually, these might be there's one that sells really well for me. This fit is the, come on. That doesn't say the fit. It is $4.99. Okay. Let's keep going. Some 21, not my size, but you know I look for 21 jeans. Okay. Let's see. Who are these? Goodyear. Wasn't ready for that. Ooh, what is this? You know I love a slouch bib. That's not my size, 7.5. CBG. These are cute though. How much are they? $4.99. White. Wait, it's 25 off. These are cute. Alright, let's see what they got going on with this. Like crayons, maybe. Ruby Road at the top. Oh, everything's kind of mixed up in here. Let's see. Jennifer Lopez. Alright, Top Shop, $2.99. Cute. What's Phil there? Who's this? Michael Kors. Yellow is full price. So $8.99. Jones New York. Oh, that's pretty. $4.99. $8. That's really pretty for $4.99. Absolutely. I don't know who this is. This is so cute. It's nice. I don't know who the brand is. I don't know who the brand is. I haven't fight with it. Toby. Who is this? I hate when they put the tag right here. Generation. Okay. These are all very. Let's see. Karl Lagerfeld. Oh, is that new with tags? Oh, it surely is. Karl Lagerfeld new with tags. It's $148. This may be going in the store, y'all. But it's full price. Put it in the cart. Put it in the cart. It doesn't hurt. Neiman Marcus. Sweater dress. Really pretty. This is really nice. Color block. Looking for heavier fabrics for the store. This makes no sense to buy something summery. Oh, this is nice. Oh, why is it still here? This pink is 99 cents. Let us investigate. Oh, put it in the cart. We'll figure it out later. For some heavier fabrics, because these lightweight fabrics is too light. Oh, this is nice. Jesus. I don't know, but it's pretty. Pretty to me, the Florida in me. Oh, this is cute. What is this? Abercrombie & Fitch. It's cute. Okay. Why is it still here? It's crazy. Okay. One in the car. I'll figure that out later too. All these heavy materials are still here. Pink. Okay.
All right, so here's the thing.
One of the things that I've realized as I was thrifting in Dallas, because Dallas is where, of course, where I had my daughter, and that's when I kind of made that transition into thrifting for myself, to really like upping my game with eBay. I didn't start Poshmark until Chicago, but that's when I really started to look at reselling as a way to bring in extra income, like for real, for real. I had it as a side hustle, but with having my daughter, and knowing that I wanted to stay home with her as much as I could, I really wanted to ramp up my store, especially towards the end of my pregnancy. You guys who have been with me since Dallas, you already know the deal. So that being said, being in Dallas and thrifting, I remembered what it was like to purely thrift for myself, and I realized how much I enjoyed it. And I realized, not to say there aren't a lot of resellers in Dallas, because there are, but there, for me, being there and thrifting these stores, I realized that there are a lot of people thrifting for themselves and not for resale. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. So that being said, you guys already saw the picture. You saw this picture on my Instagram, and I am Dean. I thrifted this bag, this vintage coach. You guys know how I feel about a good vintage coach, honey. And this color specifically, like the cognac color, I love thrifting these bags. These are like my favorite. But also, if you see that picture, you know what? Let me go ahead and include the picture right here. Okay, so you saw that picture. You saw that I had a Tory Burch in the cart with this picture. So I looked at the Tory Burch. I knew that it was way too small for me. And yes, I could have gotten it for resale. And yes, I could have, you know, sold it on Instagram, so on and so forth. But for me, and this is really the revelation and the thing that I'm having, being that I resell and I shop for myself, is that I really wanted to make sure that another thrifter who really loved Tory Burch got the pleasure of finding that bag. Does that make sense? Like, I really love this bag. And when I got home and I put this over my boobies, I was like, yeah, this is not gonna fit. So this is on Poshmark right now. But like all the stuff that I bought at like, and I'll put the videos up here, the stuff that I bought at Uptown Cheapskate, and the pieces that I bought at Thrift Giant in Louisville, those are all new with tax pieces, and those are pieces that I've added to my closet. And I think if a reseller would have gone in there and found those pieces at such great prices, new with tags, and they would have got them, I would have missed out on the pleasure of finding those pieces for my closet. So I know I'm like in this crazy space where, because I thrift for myself, I don't want to rob somebody else of finding something amazing. Does that make sense? Especially when it comes to purses and shoes. I don't feel that way about clothing. There are clothes that I'll like leave on the rack if it's something spectacular, beautiful, fabulous. It's like, no, I need to leave this for somebody else. If a reseller gets it, it is what it is. But specifically with that Tory Burch bag, because I know that Tory Burch is such a big brand and there's so many women that are like in love with that brand, I just didn't feel good taking it to resell it. It just, so yeah. It is what it is. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, I want that bag. I don't know. I just wanted to leave it there for somebody else to find. I don't know. Tell me if you guys have this issue too, especially if you're thrifters, but you also have a store. You know, I think that's just me. I'm just in that space. So I just left it. I was just like, yeah, I don't want to let somebody else find it and be happy with it. That being said, when it comes to clothes though, I'm like, it's fair game, boo. So so pink tags were 99 cents, and so I figured that I would buy as many pink tags in my kind of style that I like. So I found this is a brand, this is called Pure and Simple, and this was 99 cents, and it's just a pure and simple like little tube dress. And I know that, you know, the rest of the world is getting colder, but just from knowing retail, it's cruise season, especially down here in South Florida, and there are a lot of people that are going away on holiday, going on vacation, and they're gonna need some summer stuff. So I'm still continuing to put Florida all in my store. So I got this also, same colors, different brand, same brand, different color. I found this Talbot skirt, size 2. I looked at the larger sizes because I know you're like, why didn't you find larger sizes? They did not have any larger sizes that were pink tagged that I would put in my store. There were larger sizes, but you know, is it Dean approved? No. So I love this skirt. You guys know I love that kind of professional vibe. I found some sweater dresses. that were 99¢. This is Exhilaration. So this is a Target brand, but I felt like it's just a cute, okay, this color. Okay, let's do it over here. There we go. Just a black sweater dress. What is this? Oh, just a sticker. Black sweater dress. Nothing too big. Like I said, this wasn't a big haul because I just wasn't in the mood. Like, if it's 99¢, yeah, but I just was not in the mood. If I was shopping for myself, it was a different thing, but I just wasn't in that space to like shop. This is 9 West. And I love the detail on this. This was really good for like a holiday party, I thought. So yeah, so I didn't find any plus. I found one, you know what? I found an ASOS dress and I took it out to wash it. And so it's not in this haul, but just check my Instagram at IamDeonDean. You guys know that I will slay all day on the gram for you guys, interpreting my style. But that was a small haul. What do I think about Denton? So there were jeans and other things that you saw in the shop with me. Once again, I picked it up, put it in my cart, and I'm just like, there's some chica linda out there that knows she can rock these vents more than I can put it on Poshmark. So I left, you know, like I said, I left some things, but they did have vents. They had Joe's jeans. They had all these different brands. I don't know if it's because the university, UT Denton, is up there, or if Denton is just popping like that, but I will definitely be back. Of course, I was there right after the Columbus Day sale. And if you guys have taken my course, if you've read any of my books, then you know the shopping after a sale is challenging because there was a sale, and so the store is now coming back from the sale. I know they're having customer appreciation either this week or next, so check out their Instagram and their Facebook and their website, because they could be fully restocked at this point. But UT Denton gets a thumbs up from me. If you're able to make that trek out there, let me tell you something, I was out in these suburbs more than I'd ever been in life. But you know, I'm a fan of Thrift Giant. So thank you, Thrift Giant, for having me. I approve of UT Denton. I approve of Thrift Giant Denton. I approve of Louisville. You guys know Harry Hines is my #1. But yeah, and especially shopping for yourself. I know a few of you are just like, it's a little pricey. But think outside of being a reseller. Just think of somebody who's like thrifting for like new with tags, that kind of stuff. Like I loved it. I mean, I got ASOS, and you guys saw, so I got Boohoo, all new with tags for like 14, 15 bucks. It was good for me. So, all right. Love you. We never pay retail. I'm going to be back in these streets in South Florida very soon. And I haven't forgotten about my South Florida Chica Lindas. I'm working with Goodwill South Florida to do a meetup before the holidays. Texas, I'll be coming back. Chicago, you know, I'm here for it. I'm ready to get back at the Salvation Army Benz on Wednesdays. I dream about that place. Like, I literally dream about that place. 87 cents a pound. Just, All right, let me let you go. Bye. There are counterfeit Jimmy Choo, Louboutin, Manolo Blahniks out there, and a lot of times you can tell that it's not real because the symmetry of the stitching. Lining never lies. I'm going to say, you're going to hear me say that over and over again. The lining never lies. So natural fibers and synthetic fibers, what's the difference? And why does that add to cost?